Steve.
Hi.
Hey, I was just wondering if you would like to share with us what it is that you love about human performance.
I love it because it looks at the system. All the 30 years that I've been at Consumers, we've done this. We blame the worker. Now we're finally going past that and we're looking at the system. What caused the worker to do what they did at the time they did it?
Very cool. That's neat. Are there any techniques that you've used that you especially like?
One of them that I like is verbalize, point, and touch. So it has the worker take the task that they're doing. It slows them down a little bit so they're thinking it through as they're verbalizing it and then they're touching it to verify what they're doing is correct.
So do you go out and verify that people are actually using it?
Well, what we do is we go to crew members and we ask the crews, are you using this information? We got a pretty good idea by the look that they give you in their eyes, like whether they know the information and whether they're actually using it. But it's actually something we put on our pre-job deal points.
Huh? So if they don't know the information, what do you do?
We help them.
Do you? Especially the pre-task brief.
Right. Oh, if we go to a pre-task brief, and you can tell. You can tell whether a person has filled out the pre-task brief because if you go and you just ask the people or look at the people, and when you drive up, if they scatter, you know good about that, but they didn't have a very good pre-task brief, right? But if you go there and the workers embrace you, like, this is what we're doing, you know that they have a good pre-job brief.
How long have you guys been on this journey? You know? 10 years? About 10 years, that's what I would say.
Yeah,
about 10 years. So you've seen a lot of change.
Yes, very positive change. Very, very positive change.
That's wonderful. All right, well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Hey guys, want to introduce yourself?
My name is Doug Hill.
And my name's Randall Butler.
And what are your roles?
We're co-chairs for our human and operational performance team.
Human and organizational performance.
Yes.
So tell us about your journey. When did you start?
We started our journey somewhere in the 2014 and 15 range.
So how's it been working union and company together?
Well, I would say everything started with our culture, and our culture is a partnership in safety around union and management to understand that we do bring two different perspectives, but how do we align on those perspectives so we can do the best thing for safety to ensure that everyone goes home safe.
And I think the most important part of that is understanding that we both hold leadership titles in this, and we both have responsibilities in the partnership. So it's when we talk about being partners in something, it's not 70-30, it's not 60-40. It's talking about each and every item that we do in partnership and collaborate.
And what differences have you noticed in your culture?
That people from the ranks may listen to my point of view, but they also respect the fact that I have a leader in the room that stands shoulder to shoulder. And I always say, you need to stand shoulder to shoulder, not nose to nose, right?
And our organization understands that the best information comes from those closest to the work. So how do we make sure that we gather that information and present it to management so they can remove barriers while empowering those closest to the work?
That's awesome. Would you recommend other people try the same thing?
Yeah, and I would. I tell people that it's, this is a human and organizational performance is really achieved by the culture that you create. And you really have to make sure that you get the culture in a strong enough space to support human and organizational performance, and then you have to develop that based on the partnership that you build.
Absolutely, and it's really focusing on that systems mindset, because a lot of times it's easy to blame an individual. It's easy to say you did something wrong. But taking a step back and look like, how did our system fail, or how did we not support this worker in the right way? By removing that barrier is really how we get to solve those problems.
That's awesome.
Organizational performance. It's so vital in today's industry. We have more tools to remain connected to our workers than ever, but we feel so disconnected. And what we're really learning with these tools is how to understand how work gets done. And why that's important to leaders is because when we understand how work gets done and we put ourselves in the worker's tunnel, we can really propose solutions that will fix our systems. And if we can fix our systems, we can be more proactive instead of reactive. So really want to just thank Fisher Improvement Technologies for introducing us to the science behind that. Bringing us together today at this conference in Concord was incredible to meet people in other industries or in the same industries that are, on the same journey we are. Some might be just starting, some might be at it for 10 years, but we all have the same thing in common as we're trying to make work safer, more efficient, and just better for everybody. So thanks a lot.